I am so hyped. I actually had to like contain myself a little bit. I had to like bring it down because I was like, yo, this is too much. It's been too long. But guess what? Your boy is back. Your boy SSJ Black Crowd, aka Mr. Muckluck, aka the Great One, aka Mr. Last Gamer Standing. Should have been Last Gamer Standing. We have a lot to catch up on. I have to get used to figuring out where I have to look at right there. This is a live show. This is the live virtual kickback. That's not the whole name, but this is a show where I pretty much just want to talk about the things that I like from the internet, things that I loved, things that I hate. And this is an invitation. If you want to join in, if you want to chat, come on in. I'm gonna put a link somewhere in the chat, and let's see where it goes. But like I said, this is episode 1, and I have a very, 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 very special guest. I have said the second. Yeah. What's good, my man?
Hey, what's up, bro?
How you doing?
You know, a brother like me just living. You know, my life is like an acquired taste. You know, the more you live it, the better it gets. So I'm just living, bro. How you doing?
Listen, before the show, we were talking about how how long ago was it that we were like, hey, let's find a place together. Let's get a place and like just start like making like just
it was
just content. Let's just like do the whole like social media thing. Do the whole like let's do YouTube. Let's do live streams. Let's figure stuff out. And we had a slight hiccup. It happened. That happens in life. But when things are meant to be, and you put enough like energy into the universe, you can manifest things. And like I just want to say, this is I guess about a year's worth of manifestation of like just talking about doing stuff. I just launched this show. I have Should I Play That? A gaming podcast. You should check that out. And you sir, you have something called HTSA. What is that? I see it in the yeah.
It's a product placement. Yeah, HTSA. You know, the new, we gonna call it a gaming podcast, but it's more than that.
Okay,
you feel me? So we can talk about it. You know what I mean? It's high thoughts, sober actions. Mm-hmm. We can get into it a little later, but it's really just me and my bros trying to turn something into something. You know what I mean?
Like you say, we're gonna get into it because we don't want to give away too much, but it's just good to see that like I said, we've put things in the universe, we've put in the hard work, and this is just the beginning.
Yes, sir.
So I guess we can sort of just jump straight into the show. Like I said, if you guys want to tune in, say something in the comments. This is a kickback. You guys are invited to the kickback.
Yeah.
Listen, all you guys who've like wanted the invite, but like felt like you just couldn't make it. This is it. This is come join us. Hey, listen, you're fam.
Yeah,
your family
for the night.
So right now the show is live on Facebook Live. If you guys are happening to watch this live, please say something in the chat. It will shout you out. But let's sort of I have a lot to catch the people up on. But the latest in Chris's like shenanigans and journey, your boy is like on a car hunt right now. I was able, my car, which I sort of want to backpedal just a little bit. For one, if you feel like your car has a chance of messing up on the highway, don't go into the express lane.
Yeah,
because it's a headache. It's a headache trying to get your car towed out of an express lane because depending on the time of you needing a tow, the express lane only runs for a certain amount of time. I think like the first half of the day it goes one way, and then there's like a couple hours break, and then a couple of hours is going the other way, and then it closes. So imagine messing up and needing a tow. I don't know if you have you needed to get a tow like ever? Has that been a thing for you once?
Once.
So how do you? It's not something that just happens.
Nah, it's a process.
It's a whole process, and being on a time crunch of thinking, damn, I'm just sitting here in this express lane. This thing might close on me. So I did what anyone would do, and like started the car back up, and like slowly but surely made my way back onto the highway. I think I was on the highway for maybe about 5 hours. Yeah, so just don't do that. Express lane is dope. Express lane, I feel like when there's traffic and I am like, you know what, I don't want to be in here, I take the lane, I feel like I'm in Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I feel like I could just, I hear and I'm just like going straight through the lane.
I feel like royalty, like watching the peasants. You know what I'm saying? They struggling with traffic. I'm flying by doing like one of these. You know what I mean? Shout out to Core. But it's dope. I can tell you the quick story about when I had to get mine towed. So it's the only time I ever had to get it towed. I was driving to work, and it's a little piece up under your car that its only job is basically to block rocks and sticks and stuff from hitting the engine or getting up, up in the important pieces. So mine, I guess from going over speed bumps was too fast or something, had like dented a little bit. So it's hanging a little lower. I'm driving to work, and randomly it's a dead possum or raccoon or whatever just in the road. It hits it and it drops to the ground. So I'm driving and it's just scraping the road, like making a loud noise. So I pulled over and realized I couldn't get it off. So I had to get it towed to the dealership. But it took a good minute for them. I was able to call my homeboy. He came from the job, picked me up, went back to my crib, hung out, and still had to wait on the tow truck.
It's not fun at all.
Nah, you're just sitting around waiting.
Honestly, like it's a 1 out of 5 experience. Like
no stars for me.
So all that to say that I needed to get a car. So I went over to the dealership nearest Nissan dealership. Shout out to them for in a second, almost like screw me out of a lot of money, which I get it. Cars need to be marked up. We're in it's not a recession yet.
It's a cardemic.
It's a cardemic. It's everything like the prices are high. Everything is getting like marked up. So I get it. You got to make your money, but to the point where they're making so much in profit off of one car and so much money. Can you explain like
So basically the way it works is when you sell a car, there's a selling point in the car, basically how much they bought it for. I can't take no less than this, otherwise I'm losing money on that car. When you have a bunch of cars, you could take a hit here. Oh, wait, I'm muted. You could take a hit here, and you could take a hit there because you can make profit on other cars. So if I got 300 cars and I give you a $3,500 discount, I can make it back on somebody else that don't know about the discount. But when you only got 8 and you still got to make the same amount of money, you got to mark them up. So it's supply and demand. They mark them up, and they're able to make way more money on the small amount of cars. Like, to be honest with you, as a salesman, this is like perfect. You just sell less cars and you make more money. But as a consumer, it's terrible because it's the discounts you used to get, the prices you used to be able to find pre-owned cars for. You out of luck, buddy. So they will Corey. I'm sorry. I got offered $15K for a Goodwill bike. He's not wrong though. they are giving people money on their trades because they have built-in money on the other cars where they're not losing. So it feels like you getting, I got 8,000 for a car that's only worth 6, but you was getting finessed out of 4K on the car, so they just gave you 2. You still got finessed out of 2. So it's really a tough time for both people, as a seller and a consumer, because a lot of those salespeople, like, you the only opportunity they get, and then when you realize they on bullshit and they ain't got nothing, and you ain't got nothing.
I get that, but it's crazy. So we're about to play a game right now, and we're gonna play Guess That Car Price. So I'm gonna give you the MSRP for a car, and then then you're gonna guess what this place has marked it up to.
So I'm guessing out the door.
Yes.
Okay.
So I guess we're gonna use the Price is Right rules, where if you guess over, you lose.
Okay. So MSRP plus markup. We add taxes? Taxes be about a good 3 to 5 bands.
I feel like wherever you go, you're gonna be paying taxes, right? So
yeah,
is that fair to put that in?
Out the door price includes taxes. So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll include taxes.
All right, cool.
No, actually no. So I'm getting these from the websites.
Oh.
So the price that they have on the website doesn't include tax.
All right, yeah. So no taxes.
Gotcha. No taxes. All right. So let's start with the first car.
All right.
First car is it's a Kia Telluride 2020 EX.
The Telluride. Okay, what's the MSRP?
The MSRP is $38.90.
So I know for a fact they selling that for about $48, because the Telluride got about a $10K markup on it. So I'm gonna go with $48 before taxes.
48 before taxes.
48 band.
Okay, so once again, I'm pulling these prices from these dealerships websites. So once again, this is what I guess the sticker price, right?
Yeah.
This is the sticker price. So Gwinnett Place Kia,
specifically,
in Georgia, they have it. They're selling it for $50,000 and How do you say that? $50,000 and $520. There we go. Yeah. That's wild. That's a big markup.
I wanted to say 50, but I didn't want to go over. But we worked right across. So I used to work for a car dealership for a good couple years. So I know some of the inside information. Across the street, they were selling these 10-year-olds with 10 to 12,000 flips, and they was making bank. I remember a dude drove one over there to our dealership like 5 months after he bought it and said he wanted to trade it in. Everybody laughed at him. Everybody over there on the bench was looking at each other like, I ain't taking him, because we knew he was flipped. So we asked him one question. I said, so how much money you putting down? He said, I ain't putting nothing down.
Oof.
Yeah, you can have a great day.
Dang.
And it is what it is. So
this is so is that why certain dealerships people are just making more money because of that?
Yes, and we ain't gonna get into the politics of it, but some people are being fed consistent customers, and then sometimes they be getting like fleet deals where they doing like rentals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it really just depends. But I worked at Honda. They don't really do rentals. You don't never see no Honda at a rental car place. Tell me if you have. Usually you go to a rental car place, you don't get a CRV, you get a Kia.
Yeah.
Or you might get a Nissan. So we ain't never do that.
Fun fact, my Nissan is actually a rent-a-car. It was like a rent-a-car, and then you got it from CarMax.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yep.
Yeah, we've sold a bunch of those where it's like it was a rental, and my selling point always be, in order for it to be a rental, they got to keep it, up. It just has a few more miles on it.
Yeah.
People will go for it. So.
All right, so that's the first one. You missed it by a little bit. Bit. Next one is a Ford Bronco Badlands, 2022. Ford. MSRP is $44,000.
Ford, 44,000. I'm gonna go 59K.
59K?
59K before tax.
Before taxes. So Grand Prairie Ford in Texas is selling it for $76,295.
Oh my goodness.
When I say these people are eating well.
So whoa. 44
eating well.
To 76.
Mm-hmm.
They got 32 bands on that. Yo, they're wilding.
Yeah. All right. So next up is a Honda Accord 2022. MSRP is $28,580.
You said $28,580.
Yes.
That's gonna be 30.
Just 30?
30. It's a couple $100, but I'm gonna go with 30.
Okay. So Hudson Honda in New York.
New York is crazy.
Is selling this for $34,670.
I didn't know we was talking New York. New York be going crazy with their prices. So 34?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, they got 6K. We was only putting 1,500 on ours. We can say it to my ignorant. Correct. You're not wrong.
All right. Next up, we have the Toyota GR86.
Toyota.
2022. MSRP of $27,700.
Okay, based off Honda, I'm gonna go 33K before tax.
Really close. Really close.
What are we looking at?
San Francisco Toyota is selling this for $33,999.
I just knew Hondas and Toyotas about the same. So you put 6 on that one, I'm gonna put 6 on that one. Yeah.
Yep. So this was the fun one. Tesla Model S.
Model S.
The Model S MSRP $99,990.
$99,000.
And I feel like that's like base. That's like I looked up like just because. So interestingly enough, if you want to buy a Tesla, like you legit, I feel like have to like I guess go through the website. Yeah. Because I tried looking for local Teslas, getting it new, and I can only find like this one Tesla Model S. I think a 500-mile radius. So yeah, so that's the MSRP. How much was this person selling this new? And there was only one of them too.
Okay, so I gotta add in the gas.
What gas
situation? No.
Okay,
I gotta add in the gas situation.
Okay,
to up the profit on the Tesla. I gotta add in the car inflation. I'm gonna go 180K.
He actually went over.
I tried to be dramatic.
This person selling it for $154,880.
That's respectable. It's crazy.
That's nuts.
You said 150?
Yeah.
No, that's wild. That's from 90 to 150.
I feel like
bags.
Nah. So I think the reason that this person could sell it so high is that if you try to get a Tesla, you're going through the website and you have to wait. There are people that have like certain Tesla models that are like, I guess, pre-ordered, and they haven't seen it yet. It's been years. I think so. The Roadster, they've taken pre-orders for that for like, I think it was 2016, 17, 18.
They put money on it?
Yeah, you had to put money on it. Basically, Tesla getting I don't even say like a doing like what is that considered?
A GoFundMe.
GoFundMe. And these people still haven't received their Roadsters. So you have to wait for these cars. I feel like that's why if you have one new and it's just sitting there, or I don't know, how do you even consider that new? Is it just? I guess it's new because it was delivered and maybe like you didn't really do anything with it.
It depends on mileage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if we doing technicalities, any car that has been titled cannot be considered new.
Got you. So
but it's gonna be new to the consumer because they gonna be like, "Oh, you ain't drove it." But
yeah.
technicalities, you know.
So that's wild. The is it Hyundai Veloster N 2022 MSRP $32,500.
32.
Uh-huh.
It might be Hyundai, but 32 Hyundai probably wild. I'm gonna go 42.5.
42.5.
42.5.
Final answer.
Final answer before tax.
Okay, so Daytona Hyundai in Florida is selling this for $35,545. So there's actually a couple, and like while I was like researching this stuff, there are some places that I guess are trying to, I'm not gonna say do right, but they're not
wilding.
They're not wilding.
I think that's according to inventory too.
That could be a thing too.
Yeah.
Could be a thing.
If you getting cars quicker, you probably can withhold on prices as opposed to you got longer distances between your truck. You're trying to get your money now.
Yeah. So next up, we have the Jeep Grand Cherokee WK. Is it Laredo X? MSRP $40,680.
Grand Cherokee. 40,600. You said.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with 48,600.
Okay, so Ed Voiles in Marietta, Georgia, is selling this for $46,804. So I feel like this makes sense because I've seen a lot more Jeeps on the road. Mm-hmm. Is that going to like what you're saying, where it's more in production?
I don't even know what it is, but it's like in terms of pre-owned, it's been Jeeps everywhere. I don't know if it's just like a surplus of them and they're cheap to get right now. So a lot of dealerships been getting them for their pre-owned item. I know we used to stay with Jeeps. Like as soon as you get rid of one, we got another one.
I considered it, but then I looked at the price point. Jeeps are expensive. So shout out to the people that got Jeeps.
Jeep's one of them brands that don't lose value either. A couple years from now, that Jeep's still expensive.
Yeah. All right. So these last couple sort of had to like, at this point, I'm trying to like jump around different makes and everything like that. So we're gonna go with a Subaru Outback Wilderness, MSRP $37,695.
37 Subaru. I'm gonna assume Subaru wilding because I hate their customer. Oh, so I'm gonna go 45.
45?
Final answer.
45 final answer. Subaru of Atlanta is selling this for $41,091.
I hate Subaru customers, man. Like,
is it because they let you know that they're driving a Subaru?
Yes, that's one thing. But for some reason, and I'm not making this up, you can ask anybody that worked at a dealership where I worked at. When you get a Subaru customer, they over the top for no reason. We had a Subaru customer pull up to look at a Subaru, and he dropped down and like push up position to look up under the car instantly. Like as soon as he got out the car, he sniffed it. He was like, "Do I smell oil?" He just walking around low as hell, looking at the bottom of the car. I was like, "Yo." And then for some reason, they always tell you they're gonna come back, and you never see them again. When they could just say, "I'm not interested." They get your contact information, tell you how great you did, and it disappears.
That's a very specific type of customer.
And it always happens.
Wow.
Like at least 7 times to me, I swear.
All right, so What about your Ford customers?
Ford customers, okay, Ford trucks or Ford cars?
Dang, there's a split.
Yeah, that's a difference.
There's a big difference.
If you talking about the trucks, all you want to do is see your truck. You get a rare occasion where they actually buy, but if it's a newer Ford truck customer, they just want to see your truck. Bro. Old Ford truck customer, they might be looking to upgrade. Let me see what you got. You talking about cars? They flipped upside down. Anybody pull up in like Charger, Camaro, any of those clout cars, they flip. 9 times out of 10, unless they paid it off, you know what I'm saying? You just got money. Oh, okay. But if you pull up and you say I owe, I'm automatically disinterested because you was flipped at least 10. How much you putting down? Well, I was only gonna put down 1,500. And your payment, you feel what I'm saying?
So the car I have is a Ford Explorer. So are those like certain types of? Are there certain type of like drivers for those?
I don't have no specific stores for Ford Explorers. No.
All right, so Ford Explorer MSRP $38,000, $38,500. Wait, $38,055.
Oh, $55.
Yeah.
Fords are usually marked up, so I'm gonna go 46.5.
Okay, so Wade Ford in Smyrna, Georgia, is selling this for $42,655.
What? I'm actually shocked. Okay.
Yeah. All right, and our last car, Mercedes-Benz E350. MSRP $54,950.
I'm gonna go easily 66.
Okay. Now, this is the last one. I'm gonna give you a hint. This dealership is Mercedes Atlanta. Where do you think Mercedes Atlanta has it marked up as?
Atlanta probably higher. So dang, Mercedes Atlanta. I'm gonna switch it from 12,000 to 15. So I'm gonna go with what I say. What I say the first time?
You said 66.
What's MSRP?
MSRP is 54.
54. I'll go 69.
69. Guess what, y'all? It's $61,669.
That's bad disrespect. Nah, I assumed it was like about 10 just because it's Atlanta.
Yeah.
Okay.
So all this to say that you could this is information that you can actually like find on the internet though. Yeah. So this is something that you could, I guess, take to the dealerships or while you're at the dealership. So it'll be like have some sort of like, all right, I feel like they're making this much money, so this is how much room. No, that's not how that works. How does that work?
It's smart to have that.
Yeah.
But in terms of the markup, they're usually not budging because it's not that dealership usually. It's just wilding. It's in that radius. So you have to travel far to get like a way lower price. And they know that. So they're going to stand on what their price is.
Is that why they'll always tell you before you're about to leave, hey, I mean, you're already here. You don't want to go all the way over there. Just check the car. Check the cars in a lot before you go. Like while you're here, just check. You might find something.
It's that, but it's also they tell you never let a customer leave.
Yeah.
So it's like if a customer is here and you've done everything you can to sell them that car, just double down on, hey, what about this one? So it's just kind of like a selling tactic, but they do know you got to travel 55 miles to go see that other one, and the price is like $500 cheaper. You ain't really trying to do that.
Yeah.
Go and sign up. That's how they looking at it. So,
well, needless to say, I still haven't found a car yet. So, Maybe I'll find something. I don't know, but we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be right back. All right. We are back to the kickback. Welcome in, everyone. Everyone, pull up a chair. Everyone, pull up a drink. Grab your drink of choice: water, wine, tequila,
vodka,
Capri Suns. Huh? No,
Kool-Aid Jammers.
One of you out there is sipping on a Capri Sun right now.
I'll be sipping them.
So, once again, Cedric, thank you for being the first guest on the kickback. I appreciate you being on a momentous episode. But let's talk about you for a second. Let's talk about the moves that you're making. And you have a YouTube channel called HTSA, which is, what is HTSA?
So HTSA, like I said earlier, high thought, sober action. Is really the first step, the first move in my arsenal of moves. You know, so I'm trying to be deep in my bag like Kyrie Irving. So it's really just a brand, like I said, between me, shout out to Mark, shout out to Corey. We trying to start and just build something, you know what I'm saying? 3 black young brothers trying to take what they always tell you, don't make mountains out of a molehill. That's what we trying to do. So we trying to take a little bit of nothing and create a little bit of something. Shout out to Corey, he in the chat, you know what I'm saying? So it's really just, to me, it means take your thoughts when you elevate it, when you want to elevated consciousness. Shout out to Corey again. And you're just inspired to do stuff. You know, everybody have that wave of inspiration. Take that, bottle it up, and then when you sober, in terms of you ain't really feeling it, try to keep that same energy in your back pocket. So for me, it can mean anything to any person, but we trying to build something that people, smile when they see it pop up on their screen. It's multifaceted, so we might be playing a little gaming podcast. That's what we gonna be giving y'all. We gonna be trying to do skits. You know what I'm saying? I hoop. Them other two, they hoop a little bit, but I hoop. We might throw some basketball videos on there, we gonna just be as funny as possible, as real as possible. You know what I mean? Like I once said, can't nobody speak like us. So once we start talking, it's different to everybody else. So it's just really, something we just starting to get going. But eventually they gonna know who we are. It's a process though.
Hey, listen, it's a process. It's something that I don't know whether it was coronavirus. I don't know if it was like some sort of like massive shift in consciousness. That's what everyone is saying now. But like there's like a push of people just doing different things. People, getting the message out there. People inspiring people, and just I don't know, like just sort of it's a different like thought process. I feel like life is just I don't know, it's different. And like we said at the top of the show, this is just manifestation. This is just wanting something and believing that you already have it, and just like it's just accepting it and just going for it.
I honestly think when a lot of people got let go from their jobs, a lot of people were sitting at home for weeks, some people months. You realize that ain't what you want to do. When you go to work or go to school every day, and it's a part of your everyday routine, you don't really think about it. You just do it. But then when you take a break from it, you sit back and think like, bro, I was able to do way more stuff when I wasn't doing that. Right. And then when they gave you that little bit of money, you was able to, I don't know, it just let people realize that I want to do something different. So now a lot of people just trying to work for themselves. They don't want to undersell themselves and go to that job when they realize that ain't that much money. Folks be getting paid $10 an hour, no knock on that. But people need more money to survive like comfortably. You shouldn't be checking your bank account on payday because it's like, oh, I got paid, now I can do something. Your job should be paying you enough money where you got paid, but you ain't really necessarily need to check it. You know what I mean? I ain't saying everybody gotta be rich, but they be underpaying a lot of people, and people start realizing that when they sitting at the crib. So now, brothers pushing content, brothers pushing their entrepreneurship. You know what I'm saying? Their brands. They trying to be themselves. They own boss. So I just feel like folks woke up to that.
And I sort of want to throw this in that, like, to carry on that thought, that the biggest misconception going on right now is that people are saying people don't want to work. That's not it. It's that people don't want to work for bullshit. People don't want to go back to, slaving away. It's crazy to think that only a couple of years ago, a lot of people were like barely like making $7.25 in Georgia. Like people were somehow just like living off of that. And to be exposed that there's a bigger world out there, that there are different avenues of ways that you can you don't have to live that life. You could do other things. You can learn things. You can, start your own business. You can make money through stock, crypto. There's just so much out there right now that people are finding ways. And at least for me, I want to say that with finally like pushing forth doing this stuff, listen, your boy wants to do this full time. So I'm thinking about doing a Patreon. I'm thinking about fully getting Muckluck Productions off the ground, and just have this going on. I'm helping out with HCSA. Slight disclaimer. We're producing their content, and of course, should I play that? I want to do more. I want to help other people do the same. So more on that later. But I feel you, man. I feel like with what HCS say, what you guys stand for, it's all about the inspiration. It's all about like the movement, moving forward, inspiring, doing more, being great, spreading the greatness, and of course, also a laugh or two here or there.
Hey man.
Having high thoughts.
Hey man. Sober actions. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just a brotherhood in terms of not just us. We trying to connect with everybody. Anybody that's striving to be great in their own avenue, we can link up. We can make a highway.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So
wait, let me ask you this. What one event, like what was the one thing that got you to say, you know what? This is what I want to do. This might be the thing that will change my life.
So I can give you two different aspects of it for me. So growing up, I ain't never know what I want to do. I was more so I would see jobs that was possible, lanes for me, but it would be just more so for the money. Then when I graduated, I was like, you be depressed right when you graduate. You ain't gonna never see those people again. Your life is changing. Most people go to college. I didn't necessarily. So I was just kind of like watching YouTube, like every day, sleep, wake up, watch it every day. So it was at that point I kind of realized like that makes sense, but I wasn't as entertained then. I'll be honest with you, because I was just sitting in the crib. So that was the first aspect of me realizing like that's probably something I want to do, but it was kind of like unobtainable. Then I had a time period where I did Sasquatch gaming. A lot of people don't know about that, but linked up with my boy CJ, this Sasquatch gaming, got a taste of it. I was like, yo, this is dope. Not even in terms of money, it was just dope to do. So then once I moved forward and realized it was actually possible, linked up with you, you knew all the knowledge of the product. I just knew the entertainment side. So I started realizing it was more possible. Then I think it was just working at a dealership and you give them all your hours. You don't have no free time. Ask any person work at a car dealership. You don't have no free time. It's all work. The managers will tell you, it's just tell your girl you ain't gonna make it. She'll understand. Like that's the logic. I realized I don't want to just work and make money and then die. It's just more so about experiences. And if I'm trying to have a lot more experiences, might as well capture them. So that way, it's really for me. You know what I'm saying? It's really for us. And if we can make a living off of it, it makes it easier because you can do you full time. So it was really multiple aspects for me. COVID did help because it put in perspective how like anybody you work for, they can get rid of you just like that. Second, they like, man, you know what, Chris? We don't need you anymore. They don't give you 2 weeks. They don't make sure you got a second job. They just get rid of you. But if you're making your own revenue, nobody can fire you. So that's why I'm trying to do it on multiple streams, multiple aspects. That way nobody can fire me. So
and that's the dream of just being able to live your life, and I want to say live it to the fullest. Like, so for me, I feel like I can have a full day's work, which I do a lot, and then come into this and still have energy to do all this. So if you could find something that you love doing and it doesn't like pull like that energy from you, you could just naturally do it. Fine. I'm sort of split. I would say find a way to like incorporate that into like how you live, how you can make your money. But then there's also the joy of having something that you have that I'm not gonna say it's sacred, but like once again, like it could be like your go-to. Like I said, you could go do and not like be drained after doing it. So it's sort of a maybe find, like you said, be multifaceted, have different avenues of things that you could do. I'm telling you, that's just a wave right now. Is being able to enjoy life because, like you said, working these jobs that you're spending so much time at. Like when people say work family, like I legit like I believe in work families. I believe in like I'm spending all this time with a certain like group of people that as a I feel like I'm a nice guy. I'm a good person. I don't want to be in a place where like there's like hatred or like just bad vibes with people. Like my ideal workplace is a place where everyone could just be them.
Right, cool.
Could just cool. So why one work in a place that you hate and two not make any money for it?
Yeah.
Living paycheck to paycheck and then like not being able to, go vacation, go travel, spend time with family. Quick side note, like with me, like this is a long time ago, like young me, like college me, becoming like a store manager and balancing school, balancing work, and trying to like deal with family. It's hard to do all of that. So
damn near impossible.
It sucks that I look back on that time and there's so much that I missed with like my family. There's so much I've missed with friends that I sort of shut myself off. And for a long time, I want to say majority of my 20s, I sort of turned myself into like this like robot, this like work person, this person that goes to work, comes home, maybe plays video games, and then just goes to sleep and then rinse and repeat. Like that's not a way to live, y'all. Use your vacation time. Use your time off. If a family is having an event, go to the event. Go see family. Like,
no, for real. It's perfect. Like, folks are scared to call out. Folks will miss events because they got to work. But more than likely, that job ain't gonna miss you. You know what I mean? It's hard at certain jobs where like you understand like store manager where you have to open the store, so you can't call out. But like that's stressful to you. That's when you got to link with people, not turn yourself into that robot, so you can have people to cover for you. You can have situations because if you don't live your life, you're gonna always regret it.
Is this sad that like that's still like, and I'm not gonna say I'm trying to unlearn it, but it's still ingrained in me where, for example, this past week, having car issues and like had to maneuver in a way where I still somehow made it to work and I live an hour away. I could have easily just said, hey, I can't make it into work.
It's 50-50 because responsibility
I know, and responsibility is a thing, and like I'm glad that like that's just the person that I am. I'm just a responsible person, right. But like at the end of the day, I don't know. Which, hold on, let me put this comment on the screen. Or you can request off in a timely manner, therefore you not having to call out. So knowing that I was having car issues, that's exactly what I did. I was like, hey, I know I'm supposed to be opening the store or opening with a manager. I'm having car issues. I'll be able to make it to work. Can I swap with someone? And just being able to maneuver, talking to different people, and like getting it done that night. Yes, that's the key. You can like call and like maneuver things, but most people, it's either one or the other. It's either you're going to that level of doing that type of stuff, or just saying, nah, I can't make it.
It's a responsible way to do everything, but some jobs don't make it easy. Even if you give a timely manner, they may say, oh, well, be at work. And that's when you have to make a hard decision. But most of the situations ain't that, cut and dry.
Yeah.
A lot of them is just folks don't use their time off. Folks don't ever request off. They'll just try to get to the end. If they roll over, they'll roll them over. If they don't roll over, they'll try to use them at the end. Just be like, yo, can I use this for this time off? When you can just request one day off. You just need a mental day. Hey, Thursday, I'm going to just request off. You ain't got to go on vacation.
Staycations. Staycations are amazing. Take some time for you. I actually did that. I need more of those.
And it could just be a day you just do some stuff that you don't get to do because on your day off you be having to do 18 other things. So it's not really a day off. It's really a work day off because you're not at work.
That's not a way to live.
And you tired. Then you got to go back to work the next day. I feel like, to be honest with you, if you don't have 2 days off back to back, you wasn't really off. Because if you was tired from work, more than likely you're going to sleep in a little bit because you don't get to. Then you got to do like a list of things. And then you still got to go to sleep early because you got to work the next day.
Yeah.
That's stupid. I feel like you need mental days. Like Shayla just said, you need mental days. Or after a while, give them a week. Anyway, they Corey just. I'm gonna read this comment. I know it's on the screen. I tried to request off one day and they filed a restraining order on me. You know what's crazy? I requested off. Not requested off. I called off because I had a stomach virus and I ended up getting fired. So it is what it is.
I'll be on record and say I think people had it out against you. I'll say it.
I can't confirm it, so I'm not gonna say it. But it's not like I just told you I wasn't, you know what I'm saying, showing up. I didn't say nothing. I told you. I got okay.
But speaking about Corey, real quick, the other half, was it 1/3?
Yeah.
Well, a third of HTSA, and y'all don't see him. Y'all might be able to hear him, but we also have Mark in the live studio audience.
Yeah, Mark is in the studio.
But what can like your viewers expect to see from you in the future?
To be honest with you, any viewers that we have, what's up, Corey? Any viewers that we have, I feel like they should expect everything. I feel like we trying to do anything we feel like we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to have any boundaries on it. I don't want to be like, oh, when's the next podcast? You feel me? Like Corey said, we might hit a backflip on a toothpick. You feel what I'm saying? We might do some out of pocket stuff. Like, it is what it is. I'm not saying like crazy, but you know how you go to different channels for different aspects? I want you to come to our channel for everything. You know, I like Mark. I like Corey. Hey, shout out to my brother in the chat. You feel me? I like everybody that we work with. I feel like we multifaceted. So it's not just going to be we doing this and nobody else is going to watch us because they don't want to see a podcast. We not just going to be doing skits. We doing anything. You know, Mark might hula hoop a Cheerio. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? Corey might scan a grape. He could. You might want to see it.
Or he might fall out eating the best piece of banana bread.
Check out the TikTok. High Thought Sober Action. HTSA on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? It's HTSA podcast on Instagram, but we'll
figure it. It's gonna even out. Yeah.
But anything could happen. And I want you to expect everything to happen. That's all I'm saying.
So I want you guys to check out HTSA. They have their TikTok. They're on. I don't know what I was about to say. On YouTube, check out the YouTube channel and just be on the lookout for more things and some great things and everything. So
look out for this.
So we're gonna go ahead and take another break. And I see we have shout out to the people in the chat. We have Shayla, we got Corey,
Tay.
Yup.
I had you.
Shout out to everybody. And if you're listening to a recording of this,
shout out to you.
You're amazing. I hope you're having a great day or night And we have some more things to talk about in this episode. So we'll be right back. I didn't write in a break, so I'll be back.
Your love is my command each time you drive me off the road. I crave your right conscience of cold. Above the sand, shipwreck I stand, no bearing which I know. Ooh, ooh. Thought I never let my guard down, 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 down. Ooh. Thought I never, ooh. Thought I never let my guard down, 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 down. Thought I never.
All right. We are back. Quick break. Trying to break it up a little bit. Trying to figure things out. And I just want to say that your boy is smart. Like just me, I have to pat myself on the back sometimes. I'm getting better. That for a while I feel like I've been like self-deprecation when like you just talk down on yourself. I'm learning how to now just appreciate myself just a little bit more. Be like, yo, Chris, just how do you know how to do all this? Where does this come from? Listen. I just have to shout myself out sometimes. But once again, this is a live show. This is a kickback. Shout out to everyone, chatting. But this next half, the call lines are open, and I'm about to open the floodgates. If something that we're talking about, you have something to chime in, please jump in. We want to see you. We want to talk to you. We're going to talk about some things that I like from this past like week-ish, and some things that I don't like. And I just want to hear from you guys. This is the Kickback. Welcome to the Kickback. You're invited. You're welcome. And shout out to Deontay. I know Deontay. Cool people. Oh, there we go.
Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, shout out Deontay, man. What's up, bro?
So let's jump into one of the first things I like from this past week is something called the Snap Drone. Snapchat is a company that I think a lot of people. What's up with Snapchat right now? Do you use Snapchat?
So I have Snapchat. Real quick, Corey sent a message, said, "How do we get in?" So
okay, let me hook y'all up with that.
But I have re-downloaded Snapchat. I don't really use it because I've realized people only use it to continue streaks, and that's kind of boring to me. But it's just one of those things that college students use to message each other because they usually all cheating, and dudes that are too shy to ask for a girl's number ask for the Snapchat. So it's really just a communication tool, and that's really it. You know what I mean? I don't really use it, but it's more so for scammers and OnlyFans users. That's if you're on Snapchat, bro, is girls that just keep liking to send pictures of the corner of their head or the ceiling. Scammers that pretending to be girls that's selling vagina, or girls promoting their OnlyFans that's actually selling vagina.
You know what's crazy is that like I've jumped back onto Snapchat after like not using it for years. I actually had to like make a new profile because I forgot my login. And you're right. That's all it is either scams or it's like OnlyFans girls, more scams. And then every now and then there's like people that like consistently like still post on Snapchat. So like shout out to y'all. Like I'm tapping on y'all stories and everything like that. So Snapchat right now, they've made the spectacles. That's like the little Snapchat glasses that you can like push and hold. And like you see first person what you're seeing, and it's like on Snap, which is cool, right? Like first person view, like all right, that's
dope.
That's different. That's different, right? Like some people bought them. I guess people that are really into Snapchat, they got them. But like I said, they've fallen off. They've actually released a portable drone that like you can like lift. Well, hold on. Like it lifts out of your hand and like does like selfie. Like it's like the camera's on you and it's flying around and recording you. Okay. So I'm about to let's watch this video real quick.
As a group.
What's
up, Drew?
So the first question you probably have is why? Why is Snap making a drone, or as they want to call it, a flying camera? It's a good question. I've been following Snap's interest in making something like this for several years. It's been something they've wanted to do for a while. I mean, Snap calls itself a camera company, and yeah, it is kind of out of left field, but that's really the history of Snap, if we think about it, dating back to renaming from Snapchat to Snap and releasing spectacles and those yellow vending machines. Now they have AR spectacles.
Have you seen any of those?
Wait. They just Snap now?
Yeah.
No, I've never seen one of those. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
the Snapchat.
No, like they, I guess they, like he said, they're sort of like they're rebranding because I guess they're sort of they know they're making their money off of like ads and stuff on like the actual Snapchat app, but like the other stuff, like the tech stuff.
So then they're a camera company instead of a social media app.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Diversifying. Even these companies are doing it.
That makes sense though.
And then you can sync it either over USB or wirelessly.
So like legit, like he let go of it, and it's like now flying around.
The editing tools are fun and easy to use. You can add music, special lenses, which are AR effects that Snap makes, and also do a cool auto cropping feature that just automatically makes it vertical on you, the person that it's tracking.
All from your phone.
The way that this thing tracks is interesting because it really is focused on a person. It can't track a dog, it can't track a car. You have to look at it, hold it up, and then let it go out from there. That's an interesting choice. It makes it really centered on people and what you're doing with other people. Snap tells me that it's not great at tracking multiple people in the same shot.
Isn't that crazy? This is something that let's just say like 3 years ago, you would have to spend so much money to even buy a drone. And so I think these are $250, 300, somewhere around that ballpark. And you're essentially like,
with multiple people in frame,
you have your own like videographer now.
Definitely not.
Granted, it doesn't have like a long battery life. Because like when you think about it, like you just want to take like a couple pictures and like you're done.
You know, at this price point, it's
but
the best I've seen.
This is more accessible.
Is a limitation, but
this is dope though. Actually,
necessarily gonna break the experience.
I could see this being very useful to people, for a lot of girls. You know what I'm saying? That complain about their boyfriend's photo taking skills. They can just do what they said, and then don't have to be harassed. You know what I mean?
And,
but
you know, the device itself
300,
is very light but sturdy. You know, we dropped it a couple times.
That's not a bad price. The casual consumer ain't buying
Yeah.
that.
Now-
that's what I'm saying.
But imagine like being, I'll do that for the clout. Like 250, 300 to be in like a place and like
I didn't
fucking be Iron Man,
set
like having like a drone, like take pictures.
I would say the thing that impressed me.
That's
most
dope.
about
Is that-
this
is
just
that
the
vain
fact
of
that
me?
it
I don't know. I think it's cool.
landed back in
That's
my
dope.
hands every time.
Until somebody
And I think
snatched that
element
jump
gives
like
it this
LeBron in the
whimsical,
finals.
just kind of, like,
And then what you
fun
doing?
vibe that you don't really see from a lot of.
But no, that's dope. That's next level for real.
Especially at this price point.
It's
So
I like
you
the
know,
way it
all in all,
lands. Like, do it
this
read
is
your
a solid
hand?
little
So it's like it's all
fact
like
that
all this
you
stuff is like
do these
gesture based.
orbits
So
and all these
when you're
different
like,
patterns
I guess when
on
you
its
it's
own,
following like your
makes it
hand,
just really
Yeah.
easy
and
to
like
use.
and like
I'm
a
not
lot
sure
of like
that
these
this is
clips
going
you'll
to
see
be
like he'll
a
do like this and it'll like start
revolutionary
like coming
device
into.
for Snap or really
Yeah.
change
that's-
how people think of the
let me
company.
see what
But I think it has a really good shot
Deontay
at
said.
being something that people want to
Say,
buy.
granted, I
If
don't
you've
be on
never
Snap
used a drone
like I used
before,
to, but it's
you're gonna have
still
no
wild.
problem
The stuff they
picking
come up with.
using it.
I used to want the
Really
spectacles
approachable.
so bad.
Now, I'm not so
because
much
it
of
was so
a
unique.
specs guy
but
myself.
now
But the guy
drone
behind
though.
the camera there, V.
That's crazy.
is. So
Yeah.
why don't you take
What
it
was
away
the
and
spectacles,
get into
though?
the nitty-gritty?
Just the glasses.
Sure.
So it's just like
let's
being
talk
able to take
specs
pictures with the
because
glasses?
I guess I'm the spec.
Yeah, okay.
Take pictures, videos, and then it
Alex mentioned
sends
some
it
of the
straight
details,
to
but let me
your
expand
Snapchat
that
account.
a little bit. This drone
That's
weighs
dope.
101 grams, which
But
is
now
to
they
say
got
that
the
it is
drone.
very light. It is almost
I feel like
too light, meaning it's not
The
gonna
next
handle
one they
wind
bring
very
out
well.
is gonna be
You
great.
really should be
If this
mindful
one
of that before
do
launching
okay,
into the air. There's a
the
landing
next one,
button
because he
on
said
the
a lot of
app.
stuff that is like
If you think you're about to lose control.
negatives technically,
There are no obstacle avoidance sensor on the
because you
body.
can't
Not
like you
that
can't do it with your
really
dog.
needs it. It's kind of like a nice
Can't
to have.
do it
It's
with
not really
anything
meant
other
to
than a
squeeze
person.
in the
But these the
back
first.
of
This
the
is this is like the first one
body
though.
around.
Yeah, yeah, respectfully.
Right.
That's why I said the next
Look,
one.
The only extra
to
camera
put
is the
things,
one
and
that
I like
the
looking at
bottom
things
of
in
the drone, which
perspective.
kind of helps to recognize
first
the
iPhone.
that's coming in for a landing. Also,
Like, granted, it was amazing like
It
this,
is a fixed camera,
but it was
on
like
the body
at such a
of the
basic
drone,
level.
and that makes the footage.
Hey, if you've gone back and tried to like
times, but that'll depend on your
hold
flight
one of the
and
old
your
iPhones,
Yeah,
And honestly,
feel like a piece of
that's
history.
okay.
and
This
it's
is a very
like
different drone from what
that's
I-
why I'm hoping
It's
this
not
do
the drone
well
that you bring
because I
with
want to
you
see where it goes.
capture the best possible
Yeah.
quality of mesmerizing
Because I know
sunset.
it's technology out there that can do way better stuff, but it costs so much more because it's usually
Lots
So I'm
of
trying to find the
pixels,
part of this
invisible
video where
range.
they're talking about like because of it being gesture based, like he can now do a montage of himself trying to like hold someone's hand because like that's the thing they have to do to get it to like come in.
So can you change the gestures or is the same gestures for everyone?
I think it's simpler to like keep the same gesture.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's some cool stuff.
I think
That's hard. I actually like that.
Yeah, so I want to do something with this show where I want you guys to like send in like the cool stuff that you liked. So that's something I think for the episodes we could like take in requests and watch things together and everything like that. So once again, this is a new show trying to do different things and everything like that. So next up I have let's see.
Did somebody want to comment on the drone? Because I know in terms of people calling in, y'all
Mhm.
can comment if y'all would like.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it's like the general consensus in the chat is that it's cool. It's cool stuff, and I think the key for cool stuff like this is making it affordable because they could have easily been like $500, $1,000.
People would have bought it.
Yeah. Once again, I think this sort of plays into like was it hype beast,
Yeah,
like that whole culture of like
the
just
influencers.
influence and stuff. Like I see influencers doing this.
They
like-
gonna,
Like you said, this isn't like for everybody, but it's cool. There's some cool stuff. So that's some of the things that we want to talk about on the shows, like cool tech and stuff like that. But we also want to talk about the NBA playoffs that's going on right now.
NBA playoffs. This one probably one of the best years of playoff, and I'm talking about at least 10 years. Like before the Heat,
10 years?
10 years, bro. Not even joking.
So
Last year was pretty good.
So are you saying that because like because I feel like there's been like a buildup of like I guess like for me, like I'm not like I'm casual with basketball,
Okay.
but when like COVID happened, like the whole like the NBA players still playing and like playing in the bubble, like that level of like spectacle and like just being dramatic as hell. That sort of got me back into basketball. You know, and then even then, like when you say 10 years, like I'm thinking like LeBron and like him, like I guess them pretty much creating like these super teams. Is it fair to say that's been like the last 10 years?
Yes.
And at this point, we say that we're literally living like this is like I don't know. I feel like it's an era of basketball that could maybe is this peak basketball?
This is I don't
Or
know.
or peak is it peak like super teams right now?
So no, it's actually the opposite. So first of all, let me respond to Mr. Corey because he's talking blasphemy. So you're assuming this based off nothing. The Warriors have never had their team together, all three of their stars. So you're just assuming that based off the Suns being good. And I respect that. It's gonna be a tough matchup. I ain't gonna get into that. So in terms of the super teams, I think that's why it's so interesting. The past 10 years, it's been we pretty much knew who was gonna be in the final. We pretty much knew. And then it would be who gonna win. So it was always LeBron versus whichever team was gonna play LeBron. And then it turned into the Bucks. Y'all people. All right, so it turned into a bunch of super teams trying to create each other to beat another super team. It low key, as a Warriors fan, I enjoyed it, but it was low key bored. This is like the aftermath where it's like the super teams aren't winning anymore, and it's just the teams, the best teams, are playing good basketball. So I like it because when the Mavs, out of everybody left, Drew, you rolling with the Mavs, you can't be serious, bro.
So hey, some people like having their feelings hurt. I don't know.
And it's cool if that's your team, but for you to respectfully with an exclamation point say they got it, it's crazy to me. Like I was saying, it's like I said, it's the aftermath of super team. So now you got Steph, you got Clay, Jordan Poole, who is nice. Jordan Poole should have been most improved player over John Morant, but we ain't gonna speak on it because John Morant has been playing pretty good. He played pretty good today, even though they lost at the buzzer because he missed.
You want to talk about that real quick?
We can. So, Corey, stop. Stop disrespecting yourself. Stop disrespecting the Warriors organization for even assuming they would attempt to look at your draft video. Stop. So, the game that happened today, I can give you play-by-play detail. So, the Warriors had a game plan. You can go ahead and, what they say, roll the footage. So, pretty much the Warriors had a game plan to make John Morant shoot. I'm not gonna lie to you. John Morant was shooting. He was pretty much making the shots that he wanted to make. And the referees was against. Watch this.
See, and my thing is like having that happen and a person like stare you down.
He looked that man in his eye. I ain't gonna cap to you. Disrespectful for the way he was trying to do them Steph. But you know what I'm saying? Steph ain't no hoe. He gonna keep hooping. That boy Jordan Poole, nice. Now that's what I was gonna talk about, Tyler. They ejected Draymond Green, right? I ain't gonna lie to you. I was not expecting him to be ejected. I was expecting him to make it a flagrant, but I think the crowd chanting "throw him out" fed the referee to throw him out.
Once again, like the NBA just living up to this level of like spectacle.
It was just over the top because I think Jalen Rose said the referees were supposed to find a reason not to throw him out. That's their job. Like, I don't want to get rid of you, but I have to.
Especially in a high level
playoff atmosphere.
Yeah.
And he's a very key component to the Warriors. So it's like you want them both to be at their best. And if the decision come down to you. Just put him in the game. But they say he hit him in the face. I think what he did was respectable, right? Because if you foul somebody, the worst thing they could do is get an and one. So you want to make sure you foul. So he grabbed him by his jersey, tried to make sure he didn't hit the ground, and they threw him out. It was kind of stupid. See, hold on. Good hustle. Here go the play right here. Good hustle. Swing around, foul, grab him. So he actually tried to stop him from hitting the ground. Dude being dramatic. Look at this man hairline. Come on, bro. That's who throwing him out? Come on, bro. So look, right at it. They had a good little play right here. This was right after it, right? So they drive down, jump about 30 feet off.
Yeah.
They had their little run going. But the Warriors, right? They're tested. The Warriors is all about execution at the end of the game. The Grizzlies being the Timberwolves because Timberwolves are stupid. Like, look, he disrespectful for this. Watch this. Talking in that man's face. Somebody, he can't guard me. You right, but that's disrespectful. Come here, get off me. Lay. Come on.
And I feel like this game was like so like high stakes. Like honestly, most basketball games like don't really interest me until fourth quarter, like last like 3-4 minutes.
That's pretty much when you want to tune in.
But this seems like it was consistent and like you said, like okay, so now I can see where you're saying that this playoffs it's up there.
It's up there.
There's a lot of moments like this happening.
It's the matchups. So shout out to Tyler. Poole, disgusting. He's nice. And they did need Draymond. It's just everything worked out for them. Like the shots that hit, usually if they playing a better defensive team, they would have needed him on offense. On defense, they did need him. It just worked out in their favor. Look at that ball movement. And one. Come on. But the thing is, these two teams is serious. If most people know, last year, Ja Morant them put Steph Curry them out of the play-in, so it was already smoke. And the Grizzlies passed the Warriors for the second seed when Steph got hurt. So it's kind of like they had home court advantage because of that.
Yeah.
Losing this game, they just gave up that. So now all the Warriors got to do is win at home, and they win the series. They don't have to win no more games on the road. But, fun fact, the Warriors, the past 20 series, done won a game on the road every series. So that was their game plan and not lose game one. They played a great game.
Oh, yeah.
Like, no downsides. Like, they have to work on a couple things because foul trouble. But they really played a perfect game. I just don't believe, like, Clay did have a bad game, and he hit that one shot. I just don't know which way this going to go in turn. Oh, my goodness. Like, that boy nice. He's 20. He's 20 years old. Most 20-year-olds get a couple dollars. They just don't know what to do.
Yeah.
He out there playing like Steph Curry lost brother. Like,
but I mean, this is playoffs. Everyone's playing at like
this is first playoffs though. He's never experienced this. Usually people fold like some good laundry. He out there like Clay, come here.
How long has he been like
him? Jordan Poole?
Yeah.
I think this is second or third year.
Okay.
And like this is first year really hooping. So everybody kind of shocked. That's why I say he should have got most improved player. Because he went from like averaging 10 or something like that to like 20 or almost 20. I don't know if he averaged 20. I'm not sure. But they gave it to Ja Morant.
Man.
And everybody expected Ja Morant to be this good. He was good last year. He beat the Warriors and got in the playoffs last year. So it's not like he was dramatically improving. It's just he had the better year. I think Jordan Poole should have got most improved. Like, look at this. That's great ball movement. You know what I mean? Right here, I thought they had won. They was up 10. Ja Morant said, "You're stupid." Let me get that. Brought them boys back. He's nice. I'm rooting against him right now, but Ja Morant nice. I think Steph Curry had like 5 fouls, so he couldn't really do nothing.
Yeah.
That boy right there, Jaren Jackson Jr., He reminded me of y'all ever seen Like Mike 2? Triple J? He was out there hooping, bro. His shot, he looked like he's just throwing it. Get off me, baby. Like they was hooping. Like 1 point game.
I mean, even though this is just the highlights, like this is still like I've seen like enough of this to like tell like this whole game was just nonstop.
Bro,
this is high level. This is a high level play, all right?
Yes. Like look at John Morant. Oh my god. I went to get some wings. I was watching the game on my phone the whole time. Like, look at that. Good steal. We out. I see you. That's a crazy pass in the playoff in the final 3 minutes. Look, and like he was just coming out every play through John Morant. Like that's terrible defense. But it's really entirely you getting it. Most improved player, if you are expected to be a top 5 guard in the league and you're becoming a top 5 guard in the league, how are you most improved? But Jordan Poole was like a 30th pick or something like that. You didn't expect this. Look at the plays he's making. He's out there making plays that veterans should be making. This is his first year really just being able to hoop. And he's fighting for minutes with Klay Thompson. You see what I'm saying? John Morant out there hooping like John Morant hoop.
I'm tired just watching. Like,
look at that pass. Oh my goodness. Like, and that's down to see Ja doing this with the lead right here. That's a good pass. Respectfully, that's a good pass.
So, last 40 seconds.
Yeah, right there. That's the biggest shot of the game. They was down 2, right? Mm-hmm. So I think they should have went 2 for 1 right here because 2 for 1 basically is you try to get a shot before the 24 on the shot clock, go below so you can get 2 shots. Because if you shoot with 30 seconds left, you automatically guaranteed to get the ball back. That's just comes down to immaturity and inexperience. The Warriors have been in these situations. Now, Klay did miss both of these. He missed both of these free throws. And I ain't going to cap to you. I was looking at the TV like, Klay, we lose. It's on your head.
Yeah.
And then they gave him the ball on total BS. And Gary Payton, I would say, is probably one of the best defenders in the league. Klay Thompson read that easily. But the way I think how Gary Payton is his dad, so he done taught him so much. The way he reads the defense is so smart. But I think Tyler, it comes down to experience. The Warriors have been to 5 final, not 5. Yeah, 5 final. That adds up to something, Chris. They ain't never been to the playoffs. The Grizzlies, they made it last year. They made it this year. This is their first time making it to the second round. So I just want to see how they respond after they get punched in the mouth. So they lost that. If you come out game 2, you got to win.
So where do you see the series going?
So respectfully, as a Warrior fan, I'm going to put my bias out there. I see it going 6. But I just got to see how the Grizzlies respond because I don't know if they're going to fold or not because they've never been in this situation.
Yeah.
So game 2, if they come out and put their foot back on the gas pedal against the Warriors, I'll see it going 6. But if the Warriors really take this series and lock in and Draymond don't do nothing stupid, I can see this going 5. You know what I'm saying? Warriors, they want it. If they can win without Durant, folks going to look at their dynasty totally different. If they can win a championship without Durant, it's going to be like they didn't need him. They just used him to become elevated in terms of dynasty. But if they can win now, Steph Curry them have 4 rings, same amount of LeBron.
So at that point, is he in conversation of greatest player?
I ain't gonna say greatest because Steph is 6'3". He's never gonna be talked about as the greatest.
Yeah.
But Steph, the worst case scenario for Steph is them going to the final and Jordan Poole win finals MVP because they're gonna kill him. But I think if he goes, he already number 2 in terms of point guard, second best point guard ever. He right there with Magic Johnson. But you can't beat Magic Johnson because he got 5. But if you get 4, they still not gonna give it to you, but you can argue. You know.
All right. Real quick before we move to the next segment, I like the back and forth in the chat. The chat, y'all have been active. So I'm putting in a link to join in. This link, if you're watching this on Facebook, you're on an iPhone, use this link on Safari. I think that's the only way that the link will really work. If you're watching this on a computer,
Bless you.
thank you. Oh man,
Bless you again.
Allergies suck. I hate allergies, but just click the link. Come on in. I want to hear the hot takes. I want to hear like what people are thinking about with this playoffs, because I'm invested. Even though I'm not like I said, I'm not like super deep into it. I can still pick up that there's a lot going on, and I can appreciate the rivalries. I appreciate like the storytelling behind sports. That's what got me into sports.
If you ain't scared, hop in here and defend your team that you said gonna win the championship. You can have a couple minutes, defend your team. I'm gonna eat you up and tell you why it's no way them is winning. So anybody that feel confident in their team, they can join in and say what they got to say.
So we'll keep that open for a little bit. Like I said, I'm really happy that I'm doing this show now, because essentially it's gonna be me just doing what we just did and watching clips on the internet. So
yeah,
what's more fun than that? What's more fun than like opening the door for you guys to come on in? Like I said, I think at some point it's gonna get crazy, but hey, this is the internet. That's gonna happen.
Now, one thing I do want to say in terms of basketball, while we see if somebody want to join, I just want to get this off my chest. I watched the Brooklyn Nets play the Boston Celtics, and the Brooklyn Nets got swept. I've never watched a superstar play basketball, and it upset me more than watching Kevin Durant let them 22-year-olds push him and just move him where they want him to be at, and he didn't put up no resistance. He was just out there. He turned into a scorer. And I've watched Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's been great at playmaking. Like if you double team, okay, boom. Okay, I need to feed off this, I give it up. He was just standing there like a stick. And anytime he couldn't score, he'll turn the ball over, and it was just pathetic. And now I've been seeing a lot of people say Jason Tatum better than Kevin Durant. That's crazy to me. That's preposterous to me. Kevin Durant still top 3. He just had a bad series, but it was pathetic to watch. I just want to get that off and just speak on my hatred for watching what I watched. It was actually disgusting. But I see no one feels confident in their team because no one chose to jump in and say something to me.
It's cool. It's cool. The lines still are staying open. We're gonna jump into some of the things that I hated over the past week, and I don't know if you've seen this story, but the story is like super weird. Mm-hmm. Remember Megan Fox? Mm-hmm. You know she's dating Machine Gun Kelly, right? Like they're like a thing. I don't know. Like are they like I don't know. They're dating, I think, right?
Oh yeah, they dated.
Weirdest like article. Like this wasn't on like my bingo card for 2022, like at all. But headline: Megan Fox admits to blood drinking ritual with Machine Gun Kelly.
That's just weird. So in terms of the title, because I saw this title, but I didn't at first watch the video.
Yeah.
The first thing, honestly, that popped up in my head was the caucasity. Just in terms of the title itself. Come on, bro. If I said, hey, 2 people is drinking each other's blood, most people are going to look at me and go, were they? And I'll be like, yeah. That's some crazy jump because what type of bonding you trying to do to where you have to digest another person's blood? What are you going through in life that you thought of that? You grab my charger.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and share the video of her talk. It's weird. It's some weirdo stuff.
I guess drank each other's blood might mislead people, or like people are imagining us with like goblets and we're like Game of Thrones drinking each other's blood. It's just a few drops, but yes, we do consume each other's blood on occasion for ritual purposes only. It is used for a reason, and it is controlled where it's like, let's shed a few drops of blood and each drink it. He's much more haphazard and hectic and chaotic, where he's willing to just like cut his chest open with broken glass and be like, take my soul, let me bleed on you. It doesn't not happen, let me tell you. Maybe not exactly like that, but a version of that has happened many times. I guess drank each other's blood.
Weird stuff.
It's even weirder because she tried to normalize it. Like, oh, we're not drinking a bunch of, it's just a couple drops. Girl, one drop. It's a no for me. You feel what I'm saying, Court? Just a few drops. We supposed to think you normal because you ain't drinking gallons? Come on, bro. It's about ritual. A ritual.
We're living. I mean, and that, like, how open. I don't know if that's. I guess that's something. Is it socially acceptable? It's not socially acceptable. I think she lives. Some people live in like a reality where like they. I don't know. It's sort of like. They live in like a different reality than other people.
It's the money. Once you make enough money, you exit the social construct of like normal society. So like they just start doing weird stuff, just mixing it up. That's why you see like rappers or actors or whoever doing crazy stuff, dressing crazy ways, saying crazy statements, because they don't be around people like we do. They just rich. They at the crib doing weirdo stuff and hit the internet. So rituals is crazy though. Like only rituals I've seen is in what's the game, Goat Simulator, where you turn into the little devil goat. That's it. Like I don't know what they doing. Like trying to bond, just do some drugs together or something.
That's some other level stuff. But no one's not even say weird in that. It's not something that like I hate even more than that are spoilers. Y'all, this stuff is getting out of control. Twitter's not safe. YouTube's not safe. People are putting things in thumbnails now. Y'all, I just want to go see my movie and like somewhat enjoy it and not see, parts of like the movie already. Right? Is that unfair? Is that too much to ask?
See, I'm the type of dude, I hate spoilers, even if it's a respectable spoiler.
Yeah.
Like, the movie been out, you should have been seeing it. If it's a movie that I told myself I'm gonna see, and I haven't seen it a year after it came out, I still don't watch the video. I still don't click on the Spider-Man. I still haven't seen it.
That's
but
crazy.
I still haven't spoiled it either.
That's amazing.
Like anytime Spider-Man stuff pop up, because I'm like, why am I watching it? I could just watch the movie. So
it's to the point now where like at one point Marvel, you're able to watch a trailer. They'll use like maybe like the first 20 minutes of the movie and get a gist of like, okay, this is gonna be a good time. Now they're doing things where like they'll put fake things in the trailers, which I appreciate. I appreciate like the misdirect. Yeah, there are a couple scenes that you'll see in the trailer that you won't see in the movie.
That's dope.
It's one of two things. It's either they, for example, Thor and Thor Ragnarok. One of the scenes you see him with like both his eyes, but in the movie he was missing an eye at that point.
Oh,
I think Avengers Infinity War, I think they were showing like the Hulk like in Wakanda, like in full Hulk. But remember at that point, he wasn't able to turn into the Hulk, and he was
Yeah,
like
he
in a
folded.
Hulk bust. Exactly. So stuff like that is cool. But when they're showing like big plot points of the movie in the trailer, like it's I don't know who are they doing that for.
Well, Corey's spoiling in chat said Batman dies in Dragon Ball. So if you don't want to spoil it, don't read it. But I think it's for the casual people, bro, to draw them in. So the people that actually pay attention to the movie is suffer. And that's in terms of a lot of things. The casuals, they get thought about because they're a majority. So the super fans or the people that are really into something, they have to suffer because it's like, bro, I gotta attract them. You already gonna watch it. So it's just one of those monetary things.
Yeah, it sucks. I'm staying away from the internet. I'm staying away from Twitter and YouTube for the next couple, at least the next week and a half before I see Doctor Strange. So yeah, y'all.
Them my two though, so I don't even know how I would do that. Twitter and YouTube, that's the only
That's
apps
my
I really
go-to.
use.
Yeah.
So
It's whack. But that's all I have this week. I don't know. I feel like up until now, this will be maybe like a weekly show. This will be bi-weekly. I love to hear from once again, shout out to everyone. Shout out to Corey. Shout out to Mark. He's knocked out.
shout out to Mark.
Shout out to Cedric. Said the second. HTSA. What you got for the people? What you want to say to people? Anything you want to throw out there? Anything you want to shout out?
Hey, follow me on Instagram at said_THA_2ND. So be on the lookout for at least one video in the next week or so from HTSA. Subscribe to our YouTube. Check out our Instagram at HTSA Podcast. And just be on the lookout for more videos. We're gonna try to be consistent as possible. And also, if you go check out our videos, comment anything that you think would be interesting for us to do, and we'll try to do it for you. So it can be interactive with the fan. But just be on the lookout. I'm happy to be on Chris's inaugural show in Negro because it's Black excellent. But be on the lookout for more stuff from him. And yeah, I'll try to be as great as possible.
Listen, this is history in the making. Once again, thank you for everyone tuning in. Also, shout out to the people that came through for the game night. We had a game night in my Discord server last night. Played a bunch of Jackbox. If you guys want to be part of the community, I'll have links somewhere at this point. Just follow us on the Facebook page. Follow me on social media, SSJ Blackerot, and this is just the beginning. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm excited for what's to come. We're gonna sign out, and we're gonna catch you guys, I guess, next week.
Hey man.
And we're out. Peace.